Hi, today we're going to talk about factors and multiples. Let's have first factors. The factors of a number are the numbers that are multiplied to obtain the number. Meaning these are the numbers that when we multiply, we get another number. So let's say for example, 2 times 5 is 10. So meaning 2 and 5 are factors of 10. Since 2 and 5 are the numbers that we multiply together to get 10. So again, 2 and 5 are factors of 10. So let's take another example. Let's have 15. This time, we're going to write all the factors of this number 15. Okay, so let's have another space for 15 here. Okay, let's identify. To start with identifying with 1, 2, 3. To make it easy for you to identify the factors of a number. So let's say for example 15. Let's start with 1. Always remember that 1 is a factor of any numbers. 1 and the number itself. Since we have 15, 1 times the number itself 15. Because 1 times 15 is 15. So we can say that 1 and 15 are factors of 15. So we will write it here, 1 and 15 here. As you can see, I provided a space between 1 and 15. So meaning to say, we are expecting more factors to write on this space between 1 and 15. So we just need to provide space. Okay, let's say, what about 2? Is there any number that when you multiply by 2, the product is 15? Yes, there's no number to multiply to 2, so we can to get a product of 15. So there's no number for that. What about 3? Is there any number that when we multiply by 3, the product is 15? Yes, the answer is 5. So we have 3 times 5 is 15. So meaning we can say that 3 and 5 are factors of 15. Okay, now as you can see, we have 1, 3, 5, and 10. So after 3 we have 4, or before 5 we have 4, and we all know that 4 is not a factor of 15. Since we reached the middle factors or the center factors, meaning to say there are no more factors of 15. So the factors of 15 are 1, 3, 5, and 15. So 15 has only 4 factors. Okay, let's 18. Okay, let's identify all the factors of 18. Okay, to start with, we have to start with 1, 2, 3, and so on, with the smallest number that we can multiply to get 18. Okay, let's have 1 times the number itself, 18. Okay, 1 and 18 are factors of 18. So let's have 1 and 18. Let's provide space again, so that we are expecting, so we will expect more factors to write on this space. Okay, what about 2? Is there any number that when you multiply, the product is 18? Yes, when you multiply 2 by 9, the product is 18. So meaning 2 times 9 is 18, and 2 and 9 are factors of 18. Okay, what about 3? Is there any number that when you multiply by 3, the product is 18? Yes, and it must be 6. So 3 times 6 is 18, and we can say that 3 and 6 are factors also of 18. So let us write it here. Okay, so reach the center factors, 3 and 6. So the factors of 18 are 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, 18. Okay. Now let's take last example for finding factors of a number. So let's have a 20. Let us write all the factors of 20. To start with again, let's start with 1. Okay, 1 times the number itself 20. 1 times 20 is 20. So 1 and 20 are factors of 21 and 20. Don't forget the space. And what about 2? What are we going to multiply to 2 to get 20? Yes, the answer is 10. So we have 2 and 10 as the factors of 20. What about 3? Is there any number that when you multiply the product of 3 and that number is 20? There is no number when you to multiply to 3 to get 20. What about 4? Yes. And we can multiply 4 by 5 to get 20. So 4 and 5 are also factors of 20. 4 and 5. And we come up already with the center factors 4 and 5. Okay. So the factors of 20 are 1, 2, 4, 5, 10, 20. So these are the factors of 20. Okay. That's all for factors. So remember that factors of a numbers are the numbers that are multiplied together to obtain the number. Now let's have the multiples of a number. Multiples of a number can be obtained by multiplying the number with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, and so on. Meaning, we're going to multiply the given number by 1 up to 10 and so on. So let's say for example, what are the multiples of 3? In this case, we're going to multiply 3 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and so on. So let's have this solution. Okay, so we have to multiply 3 starting by 1. By the way, we will only get the first 10 multiple of a number. We will only get the first 10 multiples of a number since number has an endless list of multiples. Always remember that numbers has an endless list of multiples. So we will only multiply number by 1 up to 10 only. We will get only the first 10 multiples of a number. So let's start multiplying 3 by 1. 3 times 1 is 3. 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 4 is 12. 3 times 5 is 15. 3 times 6 is 18. 3 times 7 is 21. 3 times 6 is 24. 3 times 9 is 27. And 3 times 10 is 30. So the multiples of 3, or the first 10 multiples of 3 are, okay, so the first 10 multiples of 3 are 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, and 30. Again, we only get the first 10 multiples of 3. We have 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, and 30 are the multiples of 30. Okay. Now let's have another example, the multiples of 5. So what are the multiples of 5? The same what we did with number 3. Let's multiply 5 starting by 1. We will also get the first 10 multiples of 5, meaning to say we're going to multiply 5 by 1 up to 10 only. Okay, we cannot take all the multiples of a number because it's so endless. Okay, so let's start by multiplying by 5. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. We just multiply 5 by 1 up to 10. Since we are getting only the first 10 multiples of 5. So the multiples of 5s are 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, and 50. So these are the multiples of 5. By the way, it is just like that we are doing a skip counting process. Okay, let's take the last example, the multiples of 12. What are the multiples of 12? Let's get the first 10 multiples of 12. Now let's start writing the multiples of 10 by multiplying 12 by 1 up to 10. So let's start with 1. 12 times 1 is 12. 12 times 2 is 24. 12 times 3 is 36. 12 times 4 is 48. 12 times 5 is 60. 12 times 6 is 72. 12 times 8 is 84. 12 times 8 is 96. 12 times 9 is 108. And of course, 12 times 10 is 120. So the multiples of 12, okay? So the multiples of 12 are 12, 24, 36, 48, 60, 72, 84, 96, 108, and we have lastly we have 120. So these are the factors of 12, the first 10 multiples of 12. If you want to get the first 20 multiples, then you have to multiply that number by 1 up to 20. If you want to get the first 50 multiples of that number, then you have to multiply that number by 1 up to 50. Okay, so that's all for today. See you in our next video. Bye.